All right. So I think this is a good time to start. I'll not be doing much. This is back testing, and we are trying to check a few things here to make sure that we are in the same page. So this is a $5,000 prop farm account. 5,000. Our daily maximum drawdown will be $150. Most prop farms give you about $250, but I want it to remain like that. And then this is daily, not dial, daily. And then our maximum drawdown will be $500. What else? Our target is 10%. Our target is 5%, which is $500. We will only be trading for 1 month. Okay, so if we hit that within the month, it's okay. If not, we still be in. And we're only trading SMC and ICT. Most of the times people say the same thing, which I tend to believe. It's only that they have different approach. So this will be our trading plan, and this will also double up as a class, especially for those that are struggling to trade. If in trading you get anything above 40% win rate, and that is what we want to achieve, 40% win rate. If we can get that, we will close this as profitable traders. So if you are following and you've gotten that, let me know in the comments section so that we move on with this. So I'll give you a few minutes to comment and let me know that you are following. Let me know that you are following. Especially on Facebook, I'm seeing we are a lot of us already. Good. That is good motivation. Now, let's get into this. I will create a brand new template so that anyone does not say that I'm trading things I've already seen. You see, I've been backtesting for some time. And I will create. I'm using, this is FX replay. As you can see, we have, you can backtest a prop firm session. Yeah, so I'm backtesting a prop firm session, and then I'll call this FB. So as we've said, our account is $5,000. I think that is the least you can get. I'm not sure about other prop firms, but with the prop firm I trade, that is the least you can get. And then I'll only trade Euro USD. So let me see. We can go back as much as 2022. We can go 20. Let's pick anything random. Let's say April 1, 2022. This will make us believe that this is just a random trade to there. So our profit target remains 10%. Our maximum daily loss is 150, and our total loss should be 500. And yeah, I think we have a trading session now. We have our trading session. If you have any question, just drop it. I'm sure I'll be able to see it. Okay. Good. I'm using FX replay. It's a very good backtesting software to use, or website, however you would want to take it. So we'll do two things. One, we will go to the 4 hour. I'm only using 4 hour, 1 hour and 5 minutes. We'll go to the 4 hour and try to check the market direction. We mark our key areas, key levels, and then from that we see where the market is going. Now, looking at this market like this from the 4 hour, you see that we are very bearish. Okay, we had that BOS there. And then the last set of liquidity that have built up is this one. Okay, so we expect that the market should buy at least until there, and then we'll start to sell. Another thing, I don't know whether you use the fib. I will run the fib from the bottom to, from top to the bottom, and then let me show you my settings, my fib settings. Now 0.62, 0.705, and then we have 0.78, and then we have 1. So my fib settings look like that. You can remove prices. What else do I need here? I don't need this. And then I need these ones on the right. Yeah, this is good. These are my fib settings. If you want to use these ones, these are the ones I use mostly, just to get an idea where the market is coming. And usually my golden area is between 0.75 and 0.78. That is my golden area. So that is where I expect at least the market will come out there. Some people use the 0.62. If it works for you, it's fine. But for me, what has been working for me is that 0. Anywhere past around 0.75, it works. Yeah, anywhere around that, it works. We also need to see something. Okay, let me see. We had this, we had this. So around that area is where we still have the QML. Because that was the last high. The high that was broken before the market came down. So we can mark that as QML. Remember, I'm only trading SMC. So all that is QML area. So that is enough confluence. And we also have some FVG. So yeah, I think that's a good place to start. That's a good place to start. Let me see. That's a good place to start. All right. Now, where the market is, okay, I can remove this now. Let me remove that. Where the market is currently now, we are bullish. So this is just a reversal. We had that BOS, and then we had this. All this was the first change of character, but we'll call it a BOS. But this was the main change of character. You see that one? That was the main church. So I'll be interchanging names between ICT and SMC. They're usually the same thing. Some call this MSS, Market Structure Shift. So however you call it. So what is around this area is this order block here. And I think this is where the market is reacting from. Actually, it did not get there. It came to this FVG, which is still okay. Which is still very okay. Now, we have this retracement, and we are expecting two things. We have a breaker block here, which I think and I believe that is where the market will react from. Because other than that breaker, we have this order block here, but I think looking at the market and the price action, that is where the market will reverse from. And then I can now come to the 1 hour and try to see what is happening. So within the same area where we had the breaker block, we can now refine this to this area where we have this FVG, and as you can see, the FVG was retested at the base, so we should expect the market to retest this at the 50%. At the 50%. Let me bring this closer so that we can see it. And now we can call this what? FVG. So what I'm expecting in the 5 minutes is once the market does its thing here, once it gives me a very good change of character or QM in the lower time frame, I can look at buying the market. But I also need to see something. What else? Nothing else. And we have this order block, so I will keep that in mind also. So maybe I can use a different color. Why am I not saying this? Maybe I can use which color? Yeah, to mark the order block. So this is FVG plus breaker block. So that makes it a very strong area. And then we have this order block. We have that order block here. And also, just to confirm, we can use our fib from that low to that high. And yeah, you can see it's around the same area. So yeah, that's a very strong area. So now let me go to the 5 minutes. I try to check what is happening. Now looking at this, you can see that the market, okay, this is an indicator that shows me the market sessions. This was the Asian high that was taken. The market came, took the Asian low, and the market has now taken the London low. Okay, that is the London low. So what do you expect with the what do we call this? New York. We expect that the New York will, because this was accumulation, okay, so the Asian was accumulation, then we had manipulation here, so what do we expect? We expect New York to distribute. That is what we call AMD. So I hope we followed that. If you have any question, just let me know. Just let me know. All right. So we want the market to at least come to either this or this area and give us a QM. Okay. Give us a QM and then we buy the market like that. So let's see. Let me remove all this so that we have a clean chart. And I will move this market forward. I'll move the market forward. Let me use 3 minutes. And as you can see, the New York has started. I think I can give it another color so that we are able to see. New York. Yeah, we can now see it. This is the New York that is starting. We still expected to sweep this liquidity before it distributes like that. Now, if we get a very good church, and also remember that we want at least the market to come and tap the 50% of this FVG. At least the 50%. So we can actually take a trade from that high and we target that 50%. Only that now this one will be 2. This will be a 1:3. Unless we want to take it from the 50% like that, and we get a 1:6. So this is something you can do. And then our risk is always 0.5. Our risk is always 0.5. Okay, let me explain why I've decided to do that. If you look at this is a very clean BOS. That's a BOS, and the market had already taken this liquidity here. Okay, so we have every reason to sell. And then looking at the price action, you can see we had this order block that has already been retested, and this one, you see, this one has already also been retested. So this is the only one that has not been retested. The only one that has not been retested. So yeah, that is this would mean something. Let's see. So okay, we are yet to be tapped in. I almost said we've been tapped in. The order block has been tapped, but I was expecting the market will tap where we have the 50%. Yeah, like that. So we are in now. As you can see, we are expecting at least the market will touch the 50%, and this is a very risky trade. We are in and moving on swiftly. Let's see if our area will be respected or be disrespected. We are still in. Let me extend this a bit. So finally, the market did not come to the 50%. It didn't come to the 50%. Okay. So looking at this, Because I feel all this is liquidity, maybe I entered early. This is trend line liquidity being created here. And I can look at this market from this angle, and I see that this is where we had the BOS. So that means the best place now maybe to look for a sell should be here. I don't know why, I still feel like this market should go to at least 50% of this FVG before any good move. So I will not, that is something I would want to risk also. Let me take it to 3 minutes. You see, this was to trap the trade line traders. So we still hope it comes to our area of interest. We still have to wait. Okay, look at that. It came to the 50% without coming from where we had our sell limit. So that means that will be completely disrespected. And as you can see, we followed that market very closely. Now, since the market has come to the 50%, we just want to see one good reason to buy, and then we'll be in that buy. We will be in that buy. Now, like that, you see, it has given us this displacement, telling us that I am ready to move. But I've not seen any FVG the market has left, so I think I'll still have to wait so that I do not become liquidity. If there is no FVG, there is no trade. There is no FVG, there is no trade. You see, we could have become liquidity. Remember, we are inside the FVG, and if this FVG becomes disrespected, we will use the order block. I just need to see the market close below that FVG, and I will know, yeah, like that. You know that the FVG has been disrespected and the market came to the order block. So there are two confluences here. We are inside the order block, and you see the market has taken this low, just as we saw here. So let's see. We just need to see one clean buy setup. No FVG, no trade. No FVG, no trade. Yeah, now you can see inside the order block, the market has changed character and given us this breaker block here. You see that breaker block. So I will enter from the breaker block, and then my stop loss just below the lows, and this is the 5 minutes. Then I can even target the previous day's high. That will give me a 1:5. But remember, now overall we are now bullish. Actually, looking at this at the 1 hour time frame, do you see where we are reacting from? We are expecting the market to come and take out that high. That is what we are expecting. So what I can do, because this is a huge trade, 1:13, I can put my stop loss there, and then I will scale in as I continue. I will just scale in as I continue. I will scale in as I continue with this move. So that is a good trade to take. That's a good trade to take. From the breaker, and we move. So I am in. I think I can move this to 5 minutes so that we move a little bit fast. Okay, that one did not work, and I do not understand why it didn't, although it was formal, because maybe I could have waited the market to close above this. So let me see what is happening in the 1 hour. Okay, I'll have to wait and see. And we have some news coming up. Let me see whether I'll be given another opportunity to buy. The buyers are yet to join. Remember, we have this equal loss here that can be used as liquidity. All right, looks like the buyers are getting in, and based on what I'm seeing, because the low will be taken out or has to be taken out, let me see whether we will get a trade from here. Now I think I do not have other option than to join this move. From here, stop loss just below that. That will be a 14 pip stop loss, and then I will still target my area there. Right now it's not formal, it's confirmed. removed again, created another equal loss here. Okay, this is crazy. And we have news in a few. All right. Buyers are joining this move. I've already lost 3 trades. Let me see what's happening. I shouldn't be buying. All right, let me see in 4 hours. Now, looks like the market has decided not to come to my area here. That is why it's good to check the perspectives as they are happening, so that you don't keep becoming liquidity. We had that BOS. So this market will be selling up until this area. We have the sell side liquidity. Okay. With this in mind now, it's easier to trade. Now you might expect a retro reaction from here. A retro reaction so that the market gets momentum to continue selling. Okay, with that in mind now, at least I'll not be trading against the tide. They usually say trade is your friend. So now I can try and check this out. This is the next day. So looking at this, the market is still bearish, but I have to trade when the Asian range is done around 9. So looks like we are still selling. Let me see whether in 1 hour I'll get a good order block. And a reversal can happen anytime here. Okay. So okay, we have this breaker where we still have the FVG, and I think getting a shot from here wouldn't be a bad idea. And we continue to sell until we get to that area. This should be market execution. So that's how we look like. Let's see if this one works. This is strange, man. This is very strange. All right, let it first get to that order block we see. So that means let me see in 5 minutes. You have some equal loss here. Let us see if this one works or it will also fail. Oh, and we have news here. Oh my god, news. News is let me first see what is happening here. I think my head is tired. I just came from TikTok. I'm not even saying anything here.